so we're during the commercial break there, Jeff and I were living La Vida Loca. Jeff was like, Ricky Martin's gay. I'm like, oh, shut up.
It's true.
No! My next guest is an extremely talented, genius, clever person. So, good night, everybody. He's a New York Times best-selling author, the 10th anniversary of his excellent book, which I've just started. I've read other ones, I'm just starting this one. Get off my case, Grandpa! I was reading the Harry Potters, all right? Anyway, it's the 10th anniversary of American Gods. It's in stores now. Please welcome the genius of Neil Gaiman, everybody. Neil Gaiman. Welcome, Neil. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey,
You're welcome.
all right. That's enough. How are you?
I'm really good.
You seem very relaxed. I can tell by your shoulders.
Yes. I wanted the Judy Jetson ones, but they didn't have them in makeup.
That's Pilates, man. You've got to do the Pilates to get these. I feel that this is long overdue. I've been following you on the Tweety box, and and you like things that I like. We should probably be, friends or indeed lovers.
Absolutely. It's really peculiar because I know all these people who know you, and we have never met.
I know, it's a strange thing. It's almost like a romantic comedy starring Tom Hanks and Mel Brooks.
Can I be Mel?
Yeah, you'd be anything you like, man. I clearly am in a mess tonight for some reason. No, I think because you're on the Tweety, and I just read A Nancy Boys, which you wrote after American Gods.
Yeah. It's not really a sequel, but it's another book with... I'd actually borrowed a character from a book I hadn't written yet.
Right.
Which was Mr. Nancy.
Right.
And put him in American Gods, and then got round to putting him in A Nancy Boys, and then everyone went, it's a sequel. And I went, no, it's not. Oh, yeah, all right, it is.
Well, see, now, when you're writing stuff, like, for example, you write a book, it's called American Gods. It becomes a classic, and everyone loves it, and you're very clever, and, and all that. But what happens is the book goes out there, and people form their opinions on what things are in that world which you have created. Does that mean then that it no longer belongs to you? Do you feel it's off in the ether and it's no longer part of you?
It's definitely no longer yours.
Right.
But that's just something I got very, very used to over the years. When I was writing comics,
yes,
you'd look around and suddenly you'd get people dressed like characters I'd written in comics, and then you'd meet people...
You don't need to be passive-aggressive, man. I only did it a couple of times.
Yeah, but you were beautiful.
No, thanks very much. This is a Sandman thing. I just thought it looked good on me, that's all. But now, it's interesting because you have a following of people not dissimilar to maybe very completely, well, a different type of writer, but...
Where are we going with this,
Well,
Craig?
I was going to say that Stephen King has this same kind of fanatical group of people that love everything he does, and you have that too.
I do, but I feel much safer with my fans than Steve does.
Yeah.
I remember years ago...
Yeah. You might want to rethink that, actually.
Except for him.
Yeah.
The Stephen King years ago telling me stories about how he, come home and found some strange lady living in his attic.
Well, that happened to me.
And I'm so far my attic. I go and check sometimes, but nobody in there.
Well, I've read some of your stuff, and the stuff that's in your attic is probably too frightening for people to go and hang around with. Do you... you wrote the Doctor Who's
I did.
Well, yeah.
Well, which is another weird thing we haven't done. You actually...
Knock it off.
You actually have a character from my Doctor Who episode on your desk.
What, the glittery ball?
No. Because I got to bring the TARDIS to life.
Yeah, no, listen, I got to tell you...
You haven't seen that
I haven't seen that yet.
I can't spoil it for you.
No, well, here's what I do. I'm a hopeless alcoholic.
Yes,
right. So I stopped drinking a while ago, but when I drank, I used to binge drink. So I would drink a lot and then stop. And I'm kind of like that with Doctor Who. I'd save them up on the DVR, and then, I get my big scarf on and my hat, and I stay at home and I just watch them.
You watch them, then you wake up in the morning hating yourself and swearing never to do it again.
It's like you know me, man.
So yes, it was episode 4 of this current season.
Yeah.
And
I like this Matt Smith character.
oh, he's wonderful.
He's good, isn't he? Yeah.
He actually plays this thing of being 900 years old and 11 at the same time.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great.
And also he's very attractively thin.
Also has a very odd chin.
I haven't
Very
noticed.
peculiar chin.
Yeah, you've got a writer's eye, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
I put it into my episode. his chin, yes.
Did you? Is there mentions of his chin?
There
in
is
that?
one chin joke, yes.
Really?
But only one.
That's a spoiler
You
alert.
can't, yeah.
So careful.
But it was a feeling of such peculiar power getting to write Doctor Who.
Did you watch it as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely stereotypical. You know, started watching at age 4, discovered Doctor Who because the kids at my nursery school. Do you remember those bottles of free school milk we used to get as kids?
Yes,
back in
they used to give free school milk in Britain to kids before Margaret Thatcher stopped.
Took it away.
Yeah, and made us all work up the chimneys.
Exactly.
Right.
So we'd get these little bottles of milk, and what you used to do is you drink them with a straw till you got down to about that much,
Yeah.
and you'd blow into them so you get bubbles coming up.
Yeah.
Well, we did that. I don't know, you may not.
Well, we huffed paint, but it's very
Absolutely.
simple. Yeah.
So, but I remember the first time I ever saw all the other kids, instead of doing the blowing thing, they'd drink their milk and then they'd bend the straw over at the top and they'd start moving them around on the table going, I will kill you, I am a Dalek. And I thought, I don't know what this is, but I have to...
Yeah, I have to be part of this, yeah.
And, you know, 3 weeks later, I'm watching it from behind the sofa because there was that shared children's knowledge that they couldn't see you.
If you were behind the sofa.
You know, we knew that the television was a window.
Yeah.
And monsters could look out of it, but if you were behind the sofa, they'd just think, there's nobody there, it's just a sofa.
Right, exactly. We have come across miles of the universe. Oh, where'd they go? They're all, it's just sofas.
So I wrote, I love Doctor Who. I worried about it. The first, you know, American Gods, I loved mythology when I was a kid.
Right.
But the first mythology that I ever loved was the Doctor Who mythology.
Yeah.
I'd get the annuals at Christmas. I had the Dalek World.
It's
with
lovely.
these sad little stories about Daleks and...
Cybermen.
No, it was always Daleks for me. I mean, Cybermen...
What's a coming to go? Man, what's a coming to go? Yeah.
They were kind of... You know, I mean, OK, there's that bit in Tomb of the Cybermen where they're coming to life. Where, you know, that's really scary. But nothing could beat a Dalek.
No, Daleks are the most frightening. We have to take a break so that Americans can go, what the hell were they talking about? They're just talking about it. You're an American now, aren't you?
No, I kept my citizenship. I have this fear that the Queen would find out.
The Queen would come and get you?
And
No, not if you hide behind the sofa. See, what happens is, the Queen's like... Fine, if you ever need to hide from Her Majesty, nip behind some furniture, she's confused. What if she brings Charles with her? He's like, I can hear them. We have to take a break. We'll be right back with Neil Gaiman. We'll be right back. And do you know Steve as well?
No, I mean, it's bizarre.
I know, it's the strangest thing. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here with Neil Gaiman. We don't get along. So we know all these people. You know these. You were interviewed last night by Adam Savage from the Mythbusters.
I was.
Do you enjoy the Mythbusters?
I love Mythbusters.
Yeah.
Mythbusters. It's that sort of deep primal urge to go. We are educating you. We are teaching you. We are making the world a better place by showing you how it works. We're blowing stuff up.
Blowing stuff up. Yeah. Now, listen, have you spent any time in the company of Jamie Heineman, the one with the moustache?
I've spent a little time with Jamie. He sort of glared at me.
Yes. That means he likes you.
Oh, good.
Yeah. No, he does that. He just looks around and that thing moves. It's like it senses the air. You know what I mean?
This is the first moment in time I've just realised Jamie Heineman is Cthulhu, isn't he?
Yes, exactly. H.P. Lovecraft, very nice. Do you enjoy the H.P. Lovecraft?
I loved H.P.
Yeah, very nice. Very scary. Wait, we're not going back to Doctor Who. It's an American writer. Which is like a blogger, except in the olden days. Now, what about the...
You know what I loved best about H.P. Lovecraft was the way his characters kept writing. And they get... Because you're getting to the end of a really scary story.
Yeah.
And it's being narrated by somebody and he's writing it. And then he says, in italics, oh, God, I can hear them coming up the stairs right now. They're knocking on the door. And I always think, who keeps writing?
Yeah. No, you make a fair point. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be time. That's time to put your pants on and leave, really,
It
isn't it?
actually is. Out the window. No.
Yeah, no. Oh my God! As soon as I finish this, I'm getting crikey. Now, listen. Tell me, where do you live now? Then you
I
live
live out in the Midwest.
You live in the
I have.
You're a very typical Midwesterner.
I
of
am,
course, yeah.
and I have the accent down.
Yeah.
Now.
Right, yeah.
But I've got an Addams Family house out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Do you have a hand?
No. Well, I do, but no hand.
What about, yeah.
You know, you'd think you could buy them on the internet because you can buy everything.
You can buy a version of them on the internet.
Yeah, but you want the hand that, you know, the house has to judder.
Yeah.
And then you go, mail thing, and then the hand comes out.
Yeah, the hand comes out. Yeah, no, you can't get that.
No.
Well, what do you do
No,
out
you
there?
just can't get good help these days.
No, you can't get a hand on the internet. What do you do? Do you
What do I do?
You golf, I assume?
Never golfed.
No, I don't. I'm not
I keep
surprised.
bees.
You keep bees?
I do.
What, in detention?
No, I have bees. They live in hives. I know all their names.
All of them?
No, well, they all live in hives as far as I know.
yeah.
No, I don't know.
Well,
their
you
names.
wouldn't know it. Like, if one of them leaves, screw you, Gaiman, I'm off to Hollywood. You wouldn't know. Feel like I'm going to get into reality shows or something.
Start his own perfume line.
Yeah.
Bee.
Maybe he could pass himself off as an eyelash. Rent yourself out for $10 an hour as an eyelash. Oh, don't sting anyone. Just keep blinking. So you keep bees, really?
Yeah, it's one of those sort of weird, mad things that you do when you're a writer and you go, I need a hobby that
How
could
can I
kill me.
procrastinate?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
You go, I'll go and see how the bees are doing this morning. And you walk down and you go, hello, bees?
and they reply?
No, they're bees.
Right.
You'd hope. But
Yeah, well, maybe one day they will reply. Maybe they will form a community and take over your entire house.
that's what I've been hoping.
Yeah.
And possibly form hands out of bees.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. What, bees that swarm themselves into
shapes.
human forms.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they put on suits and pass them and wrap bandages around themselves. And then they go into stores and go. That'd be awesome.
It's that low humming noise that gives them away.
Do you know, honey, I think that guy was actually a swarm of bees. Does this mean we have to close the beaches on the 4th of July? No, it'll be all right. Neil, it's an honor to meet you. I feel that you should come back more often.
I would love to come back.
All right, then.
This is,
Bring a bee.
I will bring a bee.
Yeah, bring the one. Yeah.
And you have to watch my Doctor Who episode.
I will. No, I will.
It was that weird joy of just getting to write a love letter
That's
to this series that you grew up with.
It'd be like if somebody let me write an episode of Gilligan's Island.
It would be a love letter, wouldn't it?
Well, it would, yeah. It would be fast, is what it'd be. Mouth organ, awkward pause, or touch my glittery ball?
You know, because I still have my English citizenship.
Yes.
And the Queen would be angry and all that. I think I've spent a lifetime doing awkward pauses. I wonder if we could.
Yes.
Could we do the kind of awkward pause where one of us looks like he's going to say something and then the other one does, but neither of us do?
Yeah, that's the nature of the awkward pause.
Well, that's. Okay.
Do you want to add anything to it? Sexual undertone, smell my finger, anything like that?
Could we just sort of have the TARDIS over here?
Yeah, we'll have the TARDIS over there. Yeah, set the scene, why not?